Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. It's been a long camp, but we can see the light at the end of the tunnel now, and we're locked in on Hawaii.
Jake, what are the countdown weeks, countdown days been like over the past few years, and how does this one kind of compare to the past?
They're all kind of they're similar and different in their own ways. They're unique in their own ways. The first week of camp, you're just going against your defense. You're not really preparing against your opponent's defense yet. But now, leading into that last week and a half, 2 weeks, you start locking in and studying film on your opponent, and that's what we're doing right now.
How, in your mind, is the offense shaping up? What are the things that you think you'll really do well?
Man, it's coming together real nice right now. We got a lot of guys that have been making plays all camp. The line's been coming on strong. That's an experienced group. We've had some young guys stepping up. Grant Perry's been having an amazing camp. Chris Evans is making plays left and right. It's unbelievable to see these guys. So it's coming together real nice.
Speaking of the young guys, as far as your room's concerned, how have Tyrone Wheatley and Zach Gentry been doing?
Yeah, they've both been doing pretty good. They've both been having a really good camp. They're both specializing in different things. Obviously, Zach's more of a receiving tight end. Wheatley's more of a blocking tight end, and they've taken on that role. And from the beginning of camp to where they are now, they've made some big strides.
The fact that you had the entire year at spring ball, do you feel way more comfortable now than you did a year ago?
I don't know if that I feel necessarily more comfortable, but I think probably for some of the younger guys or guys that didn't get a lot of the reps last year, they're starting to feel a little bit more comfortable because they're getting a better understanding of the offense and the way the coaches work. Where if you play a little bit more, that comes a little bit sooner.
You said one of the reasons that you came back for your senior year was the fact that you still had a lot of improvements to make. What have been those improvements that you've made in the last 6 months?
Yeah, cleaning up some things in my route running. I want to win on every single route, and that's my goal. Unless my job is to take some guys with me, I want to win, and I think I've been doing a good job. It helps when you got Delano Hill and Jabril Peppers manned up on you right on the line. Every single play this whole entire camp. So I don't really see it getting any harder than that this season. But blocking has been the biggest area of improvement for me. Just technically, pad level. I've added some strength this offseason. Made some changes with my body, so that's been the biggest area improvement.
When your assignment's to go out there and block Jabril, how is it different from blocking a normal Sam linebacker?
He's just as strong as probably any Sam linebacker. I mean, he's really, really strong and explosive, but he adds just such a quickness and speed element to it as well that you gotta take into account.
Handicap quarterback rates for us?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's doing really good, but there's a dark horse in the battle. Eric Magnuson's really been coming on strong towards the end of camp. He's hitting the deep balls really well. Coaches are really impressed with him.
Did he pay you to say that?
No, it's just, I mean, you turn on the film and you can just see him popping up each and every day.
What have you seen the differences between John and Wilton, basically between the beginning of camp and to now?
They both make great strides, and it's just they've both been coming on. Yeah, they both just been coming into their own a little bit. Just getting more familiar with us as a receiving group, the line, the protections. I mean, you come in here at 6 in the morning, and you don't leave till about 9 at night. There's going to be an improvement in a lot of areas. So they both made some great strides.
Even if you don't want to say who it is, do you have a feel for who the starting quarterback will be?
I really don't. I think I just kind of go in there, and most of the time, I'm so focused on my job, I don't even realize what's going on. I just kind of worry about my job and leave the quarterback battles up to Coach Harbaugh and Fish and Drebna.
Would you like to know before kickoff, or does it matter at all? I guess.
Not really for me personally. I'm just going to continue to do my job. Whoever's under center, even if it is Eric or somebody like that. But yeah, I mean, I trust both those guys, and they're both capable.
Jake, coaching staff question: How much is Biff around, and has he, his influence? I mean, he's kind of like he's supposed to be Jim's right hand man, or kind of confidant. How much has he been around? How much interaction has he had with the team throughout camp?
Yeah, I think Biff. Hoji's my roommate, his son, so I get to see Biff from time to time again. I haven't seen him around him too much, so I know he's doing a lot of work behind the scenes, but I don't really get to see him too much.
So he hasn't had like a lot. He hasn't been around a lot during camp, like where you guys could see him.
Not where we could see him. I'm sure he's been around, but he's probably doing more work behind the scenes and stuff rather than being out on the field.
Offensively, do you like where you guys are at right now as far as this kind of tune and I guess synchronicity? just kind of meshing. Do you like where you guys are at right now as opposed to where you were entering 2015?
Yeah, it's hard to say, like, to compare the two because they're two different teams. We've added some new plays, added some new schemes. We have some younger guys that are going to be able to have a chance to make an impact this year. So that being said, I really do like where we're at. We've been making a lot of plays, and from the beginning of camp to where we are now, we've improved so much, and we're starting to really gel together, and it's kind of like a beautiful picture that's being painted right now.
How much more confidence is there in the passing game?
I don't know that there's we never really lacked confidence there, and especially in the passing game, you can't ever really lack confidence. So I think guys are just there's more confidence in themselves as we've got to work our technique and fundamentals and getting to go against one of the top defenses in the country every day. That helps build confidence as well.
How many days of practice or whatever would it typically take for if there's a quarterback installed? Say if there were hypothetically like an injury and a new guy has to come in or something like that. How many days of a true number one do you need in practice to kind of feel balanced and comfortable going into a game?
That's hard for me to say. I think both these guys have been getting reps. So, and I mean, this has been going on now since spring ball and throughout the summer, where we're confident in both guys. I think for them, they're both preparing as if they were the starter. So for us, it's every man just worries about just do your own job. Everyone does their own job, and we trust in the guy next to us. And that's really the only way to succeed. You can't really worry about somebody else's job. You just lock in on doing your own job. So
when it comes to the competition aspect of it, what do you see in terms of ways that guys can differentiate themselves from each other?
And quarterbacks, leadership is a big part of it, and how they can you lead a group of guys? Can you make guys right when they're wrong? If a guy's running a wrong route, can you identify that? If a guy's lined up wrong, can you make them right? So leadership's a big part of it, and then you got to take care of the ball. Don't turn the ball over, and you don't want to try to win the game all in one play either. Just being smart with the football. And that's something we saw with Jake last year, and that's something both guys are taking pride of this camp.
Just one or two more for Jake. You talk about improving your route running. What specific routes are you most focused on improving this year?
There's not really specific routes. It's just routes in general. I've watched a lot of like Zach Ertz film, Travis Kelce, Tyler Eifert, Tony Gonzalez. We've watched, a ton of film on those guys. So I'm just trying to incorporate some of the things that they're doing into all my routes, and it helps a lot. Especially, I'm not kidding. When I get in my stance, Jabril is on the line, pressed up, manned on me the whole entire camp. And if it's not him, it's Leno. They're either right in front of me or right to the side of me. So I can't see a situation where it would get any harder than that during the season.
Thanks, Jake.
Yep.